first grade, Miss Gansco here. We are going to delve into April's number corner today, but before we do that, I wanted to go over just some equations that are in examples of what I would like to see from you guys while you guys are doing number corner at home. So here on my notepad, I have my equation up at the top, 100 plus 30 plus 8 equals 138. Then also I have here 140 take away 2 equals 138 for our 138 days we've been in school. And then also I have an example down here, 50 plus 50 plus 38 equals 138. I know a lot of the kids in my classroom have a lot of different equations, but I want to see what silly and ingenious math genius equations that you guys come up for the days in school. Also, at the end of our video, we wanted a comparison of the amount of coins that we collected. So if you see here, we had 53 cents is greater than 30 cents. Remembering that our alligator, he would want to eat anything that is more, and 53 had the most money of last week, the previous week, since we had to stop early for March for this week. And so now we're on to our April calendar. So if you look down here, I have our April calendar. Nothing has been turned over, and I really wonder what's underneath those cards. And then we also have our calendar observation chart. So I want you to think, put on that thinking cap. What do you think is going to be under our card today? You have that thought? Okay, so before we flip over this number 1 for today for our first card in April, let's go over today's date. Today is Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. Let's do that one more time. Can't hear you. Today is Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. Okay, so, and let me hear that drum roll before I flip that over. Oh, I can't hear. Where's that drum roll? And we have, ooh, what shape is that? How many sides do we see on that shape? I see a square. Did you say a square? Oh, if you said a square, say me too. Me too. You saw that square? And a square has how many sides? Ooh, 4. That is correct. We have 4 sides on that square. If we look at our observation chart over here today, our date was 4/1/2020. And our figure today, it is a square, but we're going to go over, it is also a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral has 4 sides, but 2 of them, the top and the bottom, or the sides, are parallel. So here's my square here. I know that it is a quadrilateral because quad, meaning 4, has 4 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, but also 2 of the sides will never meet. If I extend this top line all the way out, just keep going on forever and ever, and also this bottom line, keep going forever and ever, they will never ever meet. They'll never meet. So we have a quadrilateral here today. Quadrilateral. And now gets to the fun part. We want to see how many equal parts we can fold that square in there. So I'm going to give you some time. I want you to think, how many equal parts could I fold this quadrilateral into? I know that a lot of you guys think of 2. You could fold it 2 times. It would fold into 2 equal parts. Well, let's try that. So I'm going to fold my square or my quadrilateral. And here I have it folded. Well, there's my 2 equal parts there. But I can always fold it one more time. So I can fold it the skinny way or to make another 2 squares. So we're going to do the other 2 squares here. And here I have those 4 equal parts. So I'm going to put an X in here that it was at least 4 equal parts that we could fold that in there. And then we have this last question, is it symmetrical? So we have lines of symmetry that we have created with my square here. And with that, a line of symmetry, if it's symmetrical, that means that where I fold it on that line, it's equal. That figure has those 2 equal sides. So nothing is going over the edge. They're folded. They look exactly the same on both sides. Is it symmetrical? Yes, this quadrilateral, this square is symmetrical. So we are going to put yes down, that it is symmetrical. Okay. We say that there was those 2 halves that match exactly, and so then we say that it's symmetrical. Okay, so there is our square for today. If you look at the bottom of my observation chart, I do have our square. These are those lines of symmetry, or the lines that you can fold. And so we have our 4 parts here. So we would want to say we have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4 would make that 4/4 is that whole. And I can write it up here for you guys to see. Have 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 4/4, or that 1 whole. So we would have 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 4/4, or that 1 whole. So 4 parts over 4 parts, if I have that, it equals that 1 whole. If I look over here at this where it has those skinny longs, it's another way that we could have folded our circle into. Same thing. We have 4 equal parts. I could fold those into 4 equal parts, and same thing would match this. 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 4/4, or 1 whole. Okay, now let's go to our days of the week here, or days in school. Okay, looking at our days in school, let me make this a little bit bigger so we can see. We know that we can say 100 here, because we see 100 is all filled in. And if we look at how many days we were in, we have the 10, 20, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. So as of yesterday, we had 138 days of learning. Now we would add 1 more in there. Ooh, got red for some reason. Let's erase that. I want to get in green. And adding 1 more days. How many days have we been in school now? That is correct. We've been in school for 139 days. Another way that we can practice counting our days in school is we're looking at these little squares in our 100. Now there is 25 boxes in here, 25 X's. If we counted by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, knowing that there is 25 in there, we're going to count by 25s for our days of the week. So we have 25, 50, 75, 100. Now, none of these over here are actually filled in. So same thing, we can just continue counting by the tens. So we have 100, 110, 120, 130, 135, 36, 37, 38, 39. Another way, since we know that there's 139, we can still count by 25s. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125. Then we can get to that 130, 135, 36, 37, 38, 39. 139 days of learning. So let's go over to our whiteboard. Here we still have our group of 100, and then we have our 3 10s here for 30. So I want you to look here. What number or picture do we need to add to? And you are correct. We need to add another 10 or another 1s here. So we're going to put in one more. So we have 100, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 139. So looking at our number over here, we need to change the 8 to a 9. So let's go ahead and erase our 8 and put in our 9. 139. Now let's look at our equations. These are the equations that I would like you to be practicing, but I want to see some of your other equations that you can share with us and your teachers. So let's click on, we have our 100 plus 30 plus 8 equals 138. Knowing that we added more 1s here, we had one more. We need to make it 139. What number are we going to change here in our equation? That is correct. We're going to change the number 8 to a 9. If you had that, say me too. Me too. Very nice. So let's go ahead and fix with a 9 equals 139. Very nice, boys and girls. Now let's look at our subtraction over here. We had 140 when we were looking at our chart. We needed 2 more to make to the 40. So now, how many more do we need to make to 140 as of today? That is right, we only need 1 more. So there's a difference of 1. So we're going to go back and take away only 1 equals 139. Very nice, boys and girls. I'd love to see what equations you guys come up with. And for our collection, we have a spinner here that has 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, and 5. It repeats it 2 times. But we're going to be collecting, what is this? Yes, popsicle sticks. We're going to be collecting popsicle sticks. And we are on week 1. So let's write a 1 right there for week 1. And we are going to spin to see how many popsicle sticks we are going to collect. Okay, so the 1 does go away, but it really is still there. We'll just make sure that we remember that for week 1. And drum roll, please. Let's spin. We have 4. So we're going to put 4 popsicle sticks up on our chart. 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to practice tallies. And let's do blue. Let's do blue. So see, our 1 came back up. So for tallies, remember 4, we just have our 4 straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have our 4 popsicle sticks that we've collected for our first day in April. Can you believe April Fool's Day? Is it really April? Are we really here at school? No, I'm here in my office. But I miss you guys so much, and I know that your teachers miss you. And keep continuing with Number Corner, and we will see what we collect for the next days. I'd love to see your equations for today's work. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!